Hey, what's happening everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode. This is a special one because just landed a couple hours ago to my sixth continent, and that is Australia.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
I just made it to Sydney a few hours ago, got some rest and headed straight out to explore the city. And what better spot to start than the Sydney Opera House? Well, the view looking towards the harbor and the Sydney Opera House. Still a little bit tired, my flight from Singapore was at 2 a.m. so pretty much had to stay up all day. Took the flight 8 hours, and then still awake. Usually I rarely sleep on the flight, but I did manage to fall asleep a couple of times. So 3 coffees later, things got solved. But yeah, checking out the city for a little bit.
Best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to...
And one of the most popular views in town, Mrs. Macquarie's, I believe that's how you pronounce it. You can see the bridge in the background, the opera house, super nice. And also decent glimpse of the whole city as well. So crossing the bridge will take you to North Sydney, which besides that little cluster of buildings right there, seems to be more residential rather than South Sydney, which is the main economic hub, cultural hub, and so on. That's where everything takes place. That's where all the activities take place. And this is the downtown area where I'm staying at. To my surprise, it's actually quite hilly, so it's up and down all throughout this area. But you get some old buildings, you get some new skyscrapers. It's kind of a mix and match, but yeah, you have everything you need here. Even a locksmith, out of all the places, they still got a locksmith. And probably one of the most recognizable and popular parks here in Sydney, Hyde Park. It has this huge monument right in the middle. It's located right in the middle of the city, so that's probably why it's one of the most popular places for people to come, chill, socialize, and so on. And pretty cool waterfall, no doubt. Here's another view of the park, and quite a few of these birds. Not sure exactly what they are. They're not egrets, that's for sure, but yeah, quite a few everywhere. And halfway through the park you can get a great view of St. Mary's Cathedral. We're gonna stop by here in a little bit, but yeah, I just popped up between these trees, and it does look quite phenomenal. Got the cathedral with a little bit of a English twist to it. So the thing about Sydney is that it has a lot of nature, guys, a lot of parks within the city. That's why it makes it very, very invigorating, right? It's a little bit hot, you can find some shade, fresh air. Boom, skyscrapers on one side, but the park on this side. And in front of St. Mary's Cathedral, guys, this sandstone color is a little bit different, like I said, compared to the typical Gothic cathedral that you see. They're typically more grayish, they have this rock look, that's why it's kind of, popular to associate Gothic with something a little bit, dark. But yeah, this one, it's popping towards orangish. But yeah, let's go and see if it's open. And it looks like it is. The doors are open. Hopefully they'll let us in and see exactly how the interior is. The funny thing right now is I just landed a couple of hours in Sydney and my ears did not pop, so I can barely hear myself. I have no idea how loud my pitch is, so every time I film something I go and listen to it, but again, how I hear it right now, it's completely different, so hopefully it has the right pitch. Yeah, it looks like mass is going on right now, so I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to show you guys some footage. So like I mentioned, you get the old and the new, but also, the exotic as well. You got the palm trees, you got the old colonial buildings, if I can put it that way, and then you got the new contemporary modern architecture. So yeah, quite nice. Really not sure what this clock tower building is, but it definitely looks quite nice within all these skyscrapers surrounding it. Check out this little made up bush koala, or whatever you want to call it. Looks pretty cool. So these are the Royal Botanic Gardens. Just taking a stroll, heading over to one of the main viewpoints here in town. But yeah, this is just marvelous. All the palm trees, and alongside other trees. I have no idea, I'm not a tree expert, but you can tell the range of different arbors. Here's another great view of the city from the Royal Botanical Gardens, guys. No wonder, Sydney alongside Melbourne are always voted within the top 10 most livable, cities. There's nature, there's urban jungle, you got quite a bit of flowers everywhere, animals, you got the waterfront, right? You got a mix and match of quite a few things. So far, Sydney has been remarkable. I'm gonna put a couple of episodes. I'm still in the process of constructing them, if I can put it that way. But the city itself, even though it's the biggest city in Australia, the biggest city in Oceania, right? It does not have that vibe. It has a vibe of a big, small town. If you know what I mean. It's very chill. It's not chaotic. Or anything like that. It's just a nice place with lots of nature. It has the harbor, which you can't see from here very well, but this part of the Royal Botanic Garden, they're just in front of the Opera House. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time. Gratitude should be the only attitude. Stay humble. See you then.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over.